What is up everyone, and welcome back to another Operation Xbox 360 video, and today we've got some more pickups. Roll the intro. Hey, so in today's episode we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. None of them are massive games, to be fair. We're at the end of the month and I'm getting a little bit skint, so we've got some fillers. Although that might sound weird because when I release this it might not be the end of the month. So, but when I've bought the games it's the end of the month, so I can't really splash the cash. So without further ado, let's go through the first game. Lego Movie video game. This game is not backwards compatible. It is complete in box. I've spoken about the Lego video games previously in other videos. Now they're supposed to be really good and fun. And I'm not saying they're not. I loved Lego when I was younger. It's a bit like Nintendo for me. This is a typical Nintendo type game. It's quite childlike and all that. But I've still heard that they're really good games. And I am looking forward to getting round to the Lego movie games. Not the Lego movie. Well, most of them are based on movies, aren't they? But the Lego games. Because there is quite a few on the Xbox 360. And I think they'll be quite charming and fun, but they're just not standout games for me. Like, even if Lego did Resident Evil, which is like my favourite game franchise of all time, I think I'd be put off of it slightly. That's the problem. I feel like we're in 2025. We've got amazing graphics and things like that. Like, we've come a long way from blocky graphics, 18-bit, 8-bit, 16-bit, and so forth. Yet some of the biggest selling games are Lego and Minecraft, and I can't get my head around that. And maybe it's because, well, to be fair, I know what it is. I know why it is. It's because gaming is generally for kids. But I think they're forgetting that the real gamers from back in the day are now not kids. They're adults, and I suppose that's why there is a lot of horror games and things like that still. But I just feel like that's my take on the Lego games. I'm sure they are really good fun, but for me it's the graphics that, I wouldn't say put me off them, I would just say make them less appealing to me. But they again, they'll be a good little breath of fresh air in between big games. Okay, so I don't hate them. Don't think I hate them. I don't hate them. And the Lego movie was actually quite good. I just feel like I haven't gone all out to play them because of them reasons. So this is the first game from the pickup anyway. And this game sent me back £2. Which I'm not going to complain about. I feel like the Lego movie video game didn't come out that long ago, which is worrying because it's on the Xbox 360, which is 2 generations ago. How does that make any sense? Like, I feel like the Lego movie video game, not the video game, sorry, the Lego movie that this video game is based on, wasn't out that long ago. So how is it on the Xbox 360? That is just like my mind just playing tricks on me right now. It's just gone, hang on a minute, that means you're old. That means you're, you remember when this came out like it was yesterday and it's 2 generations old. That's ridiculous. Thanks, Lego. Right, so that's the first one. Did I say it's complete in box? It is complete in box. Not backwards compatible though. The next one we've got is one that I was a little bit annoyed about because I bought it and it looked like it was in really good condition, which it is generally. Complete in box, not backwards compatible. But then when I got home, I realised, I don't know if you can see that there, but you can see that there. It's like a tear there and up here. It doesn't go, oh it does, it goes all the way up. It goes all the way from there, all the way down here to there, and then along. But that seems like a weird place to have it. This must have been changed. The game, the case must have been changed. I mean, you can see it better if you do it, if you do that. Right. They must have changed the case, and the original case must have been split down there. So I'm not buzzing about this. I didn't pick. Every time I get games like this, I always say to myself, next time check, next time check, and I do. I have become better at checking them, and I asked to have game cases changed and things like that. But when I was looking at the game case like this, I didn't see that straight away. I was like, oh, the game case looks good. It's not split. Blah 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 blah. And then I got to there. I got it home and I realised, oh, it has got a cut in it, and the bottom bit of it's not great either. There's like a bit of a line going up that shows it's probably a bit weak. So this is another one I might have to sort of pick up again, which isn't too bad. It's not backwards compatible. It is complete in box, which is nice. But and it was only £2, so I'm not complaining. However, I don't think I've seen this very often, so this may actually have to be one that I have to pick up with a bit of a premium on Vinted or Facebook Marketplace. Hopefully I can get it in like a bundle or something. That'd make it a bit cheaper. But Carrier Command Gaia Mission. Again, this looks a bit like, say again, I mean like again on the other video, the last video I did. It looks a bit Command and Conquer-y in places. And it's in French. I think it's French. I can't speak French. It looks French. Prenez le commandement of une. I'm doing that thing what English people do, just saying words in an English accent. Like just it's a different it's not a different accent, it's a different language. Come on. It is a PAL copy, but it's in French. I'm sure that won't be an issue. That might be why I can't find it over here, because I haven't seen it. I've never seen this before. That's why I picked it up, and I got a little bit excited because I've never seen that before. And when I see a game, I'm like, oh, I've never seen that before. I always think that must be fairly rare. And then what happens is I get home and I see something like that, and then I'm like, oh, do you know what? I need to look for that. And then I'll look online, and there'll be like millions of them everywhere. It's just I've just not been lucky enough to see it somewhere else. So yeah, that's Carrier Command Gaia Mission. It doesn't look like it's going to be the best game in the world, but we don't judge until we play. So I've played some games that look really, really shifty, and actually they've been quite good. So that's that one. The next one, we've got a couple of Connect ones in here, but the first one is Carnival Action. Not backwards compatible because it's Connect and most Connect games aren't. It does come with a manual, so it's complete in box. And it has 20 games and attractions. So I imagine this is like you're going round a fairground, I think. It looks like, and you play them little games like ring tosses and what it says, hog racing, punch bags, but the punch bag fights back apparently. Cotton Eye Joe dance off, and then you can win tickets. So I think, you know, it might be that'll be quite fun. Again, once I get the Connect sorted, I say sorted, it's there. Once I get it all set up, I'm gonna have to do it not in here. Like all of my stuff is in this room because my wife doesn't want it around the house. So when I do the Connect, it's gonna need more space than I've got in here. So I'm gonna have to set that up in the living room. So when we play through these games, it's gonna be quite good. It'll have to be like a summer or something, because I've got 2 young girls. They'd love this. They'd absolutely love playing this. and same with a lot of the other games. And I was just about to throw a spoiler in the works then, with what games I've got left. But there is a game there that my wife would love, on the Kinect. And I've got a few, and I've had a few already. You probably know what they are. So the Kinect, as much as it hasn't worked out, it kind of does appeal to everyone in the household, really. Because my kids, all they play is games like this that are like really poor graphical, and you know they're like very childy and cartoony. My wife does fitness stuff on YouTube and stuff, and then I like the games that, you know, like Rise of Nightmares and Fable and stuff like that. So the Kinect, really, thinking back, really does cater for everyone in your household. Whereas the problem I think it is that not everyone in your household plays games, do they? So I do think it is a masterstroke, the Kinect. I think it's a really, really good thing. I just think that because it's aimed at getting games to everyone in a household, and not everyone in a household likes to play games, so it'd be like fads, wouldn't it? That's the problem. Like, my kids would play this for a couple of times and get bored. My wife will do a couple of workouts and then probably think, oh, I can't be bothered anymore. So I think that's the problem with the Kinect. But yeah, that's another Kinect game, Carnival Action, and this one cost me £2. You can't moan at £2, you just can't. The next one was a bit cheaper than I thought it was going to be, actually, and that is Rise of the Silver Surfer, and it's not backwards compatible. I imagine that's due to movie rights or some form of licensing, as is usually the case with things like superhero movies and stuff like that. So, yeah, Rise of the Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four, not backwards compatible, but it is in really, really good condition and complete in box. And that only cost me £1.50. £1.50. That's crazy. Either crazy or it's a really, really bad game. But £1.50 is I'd pay that for most games. I'd pay that for pretty much any game, to be fair. I mean, any amount of entertainment or, you know, getting out of your own head for a couple of hours is worth £1.50. That's like less than a pint of milk. Crazy. So that is Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Next, we've got the one I nearly spoiled. You're gonna be glad I saved this and I didn't spoil it. It's another Kinect game, The Biggest Loser Ultimate Workout. Now, this is based on the US TV show, which we all know US shows do really well in England, especially shows like this. But apparently it has like a proper 8-week fat loss programs and stuff in it, which is crazy. I'm guessing you have to pay extra for them. I don't know. Surely it can't all be in here for that. Tells you what sort of things you need. I mean, it is something like, if this is basically a personal trainer, I paid £1 for this. You ain't getting a personal trainer for £1. I mean, it's probably not going to be... well, no, I say that. I imagine it would have been, like, the plans and stuff like that for a TV show would have been made by proper fitness... experts. Now you can get access to the results-driven diet expertise and fitness programs from The Biggest Loser. Let Bob Gillian and Alison Sweeney guide you through this life-changing journey as you become one of the Biggest Loser success stories. Your path to a healthy lifestyle starts here. Work your entire body with 120 plus exercises, including upper body, core, cardio, yoga, and cardio boxing for a total body workout. Like, this is the thing with Kinect games. These are perfect for them. And £1 for a personal trainer. That's crazy. One summer, we are going to be a fit family. playing for all the Biggest Losers and all the Zumba games. I'm going to be playing it as well. I don't usually do this sort of thing, but I've got to play it. So I do think that's amazing. £1 for essentially a month's worth of, well, it'd be 6 weeks, wouldn't it? Because it's over the summer. But I might even be able to get her to keep it out there if she enjoys it. And then I'll have one in the living room as well, an Xbox, sorry. But yeah, I think that's amazing that you can get something like this for £1 now, when it's going to cost you what, a minimum £15-20 a month, probably more than that actually, wouldn't it? That's low level. It'd probably be £50 a month for a personal trainer, and this is a one-off £1 payment. Mental. So that is The Biggest Loser. Did I say if it's? I don't even think I opened it. It is complete in box. It's not backwards compatible, being a Kinect game, and like I said, £1. Wow. 2 more games left. We've got Infinite Undiscovery. This is a game that pops up over and 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 over again on pretty much everybody's Xbox 360 golden hidden gems list. Infinite Undiscovery, I think it's sort of like a Final Fantasy type sort of game. From the creators of Star Ocean and Valkyrie Profile. I've got Star Ocean up there, I haven't played that either. Comes an epic action-adventure RPG featuring exhilarating real-time combat. That's what puts me off the real-time combat. No, it's not real-time combat, is it? It's the turn-based combat I don't like. Real-time combat's good. So I'm quite looking forward to playing this. I do like these sort of games, but these are the games that I'm talking about in my last video and the one I said before, where they're games that you play through and they take a lot out of you. You know, you play it for maybe 4 to 6 weeks, you know, on and off, and then you just like, do you know what? Give me something a little bit shorter, bit of like table tennis, Rockstar's table tennis, or Superbike, you know, something like that, or I can't even remember what game was it? Injustice, yeah, from the last video. So I think these are really good games. It's just having the time, and as an adult, I don't have that much time. I'm a teacher, I'm a coach, so a lot of my time is taken up, and I also have 2 kids and a wife, so I don't get as much time as I would like to play games like this. But they will get played through at some point, because I do enjoy gaming. I do enjoy just sitting back, just getting lost in a world like this. So Infinite Undiscovery, I'm surprised this isn't backwards compatible, but it does come complete in box with quite a hefty booklet, in today's standards at least. Is it two discs? So yeah, Infinite Undiscovery. And it's one of them, when you hear it as well, Undiscovery, it's like, what does that even mean? Like, infinite means like constant, doesn't it? It's a constant, it carries on and on and on. So what this is saying is, Infinite Undiscovery just means like you're constantly not finding things, not discovering things. Doesn't make much sense, but it is a grabber, isn't it? It's one of them that's like, oh, that sounds entertaining, that. So it's a bit of a conflicting, contradictory sort of thing. Maybe I'll find out exactly what it means when I play the game, but Infinite Undiscovery, from someone who just picked this up off the shelf and looking at it, it's like it's a bit weird, because you can't constantly not find things. But yeah, okay. So that is Infinite Undiscovery. That cost me £6, that one. And my last one, it is backwards compatible. It's got one of them like Dirt 3 is. It's got one of them circles there, you know, like where some of them old stores that don't exist anymore, they used to put stickers on them, and then like, I don't know how it works, but like the oil or whatever they used on them would burn away at the thing. So that's a bit annoying, but nothing to case change can't sort. The apart from that, everything looks good. There's no rips or tears or anything like that. It's just the plastic on the outside. It is backwards compatible. It is backwards compatible, and it does come complete in box with a manual, which is always a bonus in my eyes. And Dirt 3 cost me £4. This is the more expensive of the Dirt series, I think. No, actually, no. There's that other one that's not a Dirt numbered one, isn't there? Dirt Showdown, is it? I think that one's the more expensive. But I've got Dirt 2. And this is Dirt 3. So that is the last one of this episode, guys. That is £4 that cost me. There's nothing really to say about Dirt, is there? It's a racing game. I'm guessing but looks at the cars as well. It's an off-road racing game. Although it does say there's different areas. So like you've got building sites by the looks of it, tracks as well. So there's a lot of it. But it does say the most rally content in the series ever. So it is a rally game. That's the word I was trying to think of. Okay, so that is the end of this episode, guys. That brings our total game total to 418, which is weird because 18 has an 8 in it, and that's my lucky number. I do quite like 18 as well because my birthday is the 18th. So 18 and 8 are my lucky numbers. And we finished this episode on 418 games. And the weirder than that, we finished this episode with a grand total of money spent on games of £888.88. Now that is crazy. That is not deliberate. I don't have any more games. I've not stopped there and gone, oh, that's a good hook. I'm just gonna leave it there. I've got no more games at the minute. Otherwise, I would have made that a 10 or something like that. No more games, and we've finished on 418 games and spent £888.88. That's just fluke. Like, I promise that was not. And to be fair, I'm saying it like it's an amazing thing, and everyone else is here going, why is that? It's not that big of a deal. But in my head, because it's my lucky number, it seems like a bit of a big deal. So yeah, with that being said, that is the end of the episode, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. And if you could subscribe, please do that. It really does help out with the algorithm. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Peace.